You can physically injure a brain without ever touching it, without a blow, no bruise, and nothing you can actually photograph. And the damage still shows up in the same places a punch to the head would land. And we have the scans to prove it. We hand abused women a sentence like it's mercy. We say, at least he never hit you. And every time we teach her the same thing until there's a mark, it doesn't count. And so she waits for a bruise to be allowed to call it what it is, which is abuse. But the bruise never comes. And so she spends years thinking that nothing happened to her. So here's the research. A Harvard psychologist, Martin Teicher, tested this old assumption that the brain only really registers physical abuse and that words are the lesser kind. So he scanned young adults who had been verbally abused. No words, only verbal violence. And the brains were physically different in the regions that process language, hold memory, and run fear. And his conclusion was that verbal abuse may do more harm than other kinds because language is how we build our sense of who we are. The words don't just hurt, they rewire the physical tissue that holds the self together. So now hold that next to the last video I made about a blow to the head. A physical brain injury and chronic emotional abuse damages the same three regions: the hippocampus, memory, the prefrontal cortex, which is responsible for decisions, the amygdala, which scans for threat, and it's always jammed on high. And so that's why the symptoms mirror each other. You have the fog in both scenarios, the memory gaps, you can't concentrate, you can't sleep, you can't stop scanning the room for a threat. So the only difference that matters is that a blow remodels the brain by force, but chronic fear remodels it through stress hormones. So it's not a traumatic brain injury in the physical sense, it's a different injury, and the body found a second road to recreate the same wound, and it is just as real as the physical effects. So I need you to go back to the sentence, at least he never hit you. Your brain doesn't know the difference because the difference between a raised fist and a threat behind his voice is the same to the brain because all it wants to do is protect you. It remodels itself under both. The bruise is not the only injury. It is right now, presently, the only part that we are only agreeing to count. So if you're thinking it's only emotional abuse or it's only psychological, I need you to know that he does not have to touch you, that the fear is already doing the work. It's rewiring your memory, your judgment, and the part of you that knows who you are, which prevents your ability to leave in the first place, while everyone around you, and including yourself, is waiting for a mark before you're taken seriously. You should absolutely take this seriously.